Obito, it looks like you are the Ten-Tails Jinchuuriki. This is going to be interesting, because he's OP apparently. He's even stronger than Hashirama. At least Hashirama says this. So, of course he's supposed to be anyways, because I mean, he got the Ten-Tails Jinchuuriki. He's the Ten-Tails Jinchuuriki. What would he expect? Like, come on now. So, I'm curious to just how this is all going to go. Who's going to be able to stop him at this point? Not to mention, Obito in this chapter, he seems like he's not in control. It looks like the Juubi is in full control of his body at this point. And it makes sense too, seeing that he was on the verge of death when he absorbed the Ten-Tails. And that was pretty impressive on its own, I'll have to say, when it comes to Obito. He absorbed the Ten-Tails Jinchuuriki. I mean, he absorbed the Ten-Tails just like that with the hand signal. He was preparing his body to be able to become the Ten-Tails Jinchuuriki. And he kind of like, it looked like he absorbed it with his eye or something, and it kind of like formed with his body. So we got to see what the form looks like and everything. And it looks kind of interesting. But it looks creepy. I'll say that. He looks pretty freaking creepy. So, it's interesting how he was able to even do that with the amount of strength that he had left to be able to absorb the Ten-Tails. That's impressive. That's an impressive feat, I'll have to admit. But, he comes up here, he breaks that barrier, and at the end of this chapter, he takes out Hashirama and Tobirama, just broosh, like, get in here! Of course, though, they're not dead if you guys think, oh, they're not coming back. No, like I said, they're Edo Tenseis. They'll come back, they'll reform and stuff, so it's not, it's just showing the feats of it, like a little bit of his power, that he's just so fast that they couldn't react to stop him. That's just how strong he is. So, you know what I mean? That's what that was symbolizing. So this is, it's not good. I'm wondering what is Sasuke and Naruto going to have to do to not get killed by this guy, because like I said, he's on another level at this point. He's very, very powerful. Not to mention not Hashirama, but Madara has an ace up his sleeve. He has an ace up his sleeve right now. And what I think his ace up his sleeve is, he's going to try to use some type of jutsu in order to take over his body to become the Ten-Tails Jinchuuriki. I think that's the only other way he can do this. I think that might be his only ace up his sleeve at this point, to take over his body so he can have that form, so he also be alive. That's the only thing I'm thinking he can possibly do, unless there's something else. But I'm just thinking he's going to take over his body. I said this before. He's taking over his body. I know he is. So I'm just curious of how he's going to be able to do this, though, because like I said, like Obito at this point is a big threat, and I wonder how they're going to try to handle this threat at this moment. So, like I said, this was an interesting read, though. I did enjoy this chapter. The art was actually not that bad this week when it comes to the art. What else? When it comes to Obito, like I said, how he absorbed it, like, I don't know, some people might not like how he absorbed it, but I guess it kind of makes sense, because he did hand signals beforehand so he can actually go ahead and actually absorb the Juubi, and that's why he doesn't even have full control over the Juubi. Like I said, the Juubi is controlling him, so I don't know if he's even in there at this point, if he's going to be able to regain consciousness, because, like I said, he was on the verge of death, so I think that he was just trying to become a host for that. So, like I said, I'm guessing actually we're going to see maybe some of the Juubi's personality in this. So it'd be kind of interesting to see. And I just want to address this too when it comes to Obito as a character and everything, because I see there's a lot of people that just don't like him. And I'll just say this. He's not the greatest villain. I don't even particularly like this character myself, but I can still enjoy the fact that he is a prominent threat. He is a prominent threat. And even though some of the justifications of him becoming evil is kind of lacking, it's still not horrible. That's all I'll say for when it comes to his character. You may hate him or you may like him, but at the end of the day, he is here and he's here to stay. So hopefully you guys can get used to it. If you can't really get used to his character, if you really don't like Obito that much, if you really despise his character, you can actually start reading this. So just, you know what I mean? If you still enjoy Naruto nonetheless, because like I said, he's not the best character, but hey. Like I say, he's not a horrible villain. I would say he's not a horrible villain, at least. But that's just my thoughts, and I can elaborate more on this if you guys want to see a video. But I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be interesting. Hopefully, in the next chapter, we'll see a little bit of what Naruto and Sasuke can possibly do to Obito or something, or see more of Obito's power. I'd love to see what else he can. Like, I want to see his feet. I want to see him just wreck the place. I just want him to come and just like, and just, and then like freaking get choked. Like, you want some chips? And just rip him apart or something, and then get like, you know, he's like, oh, you can read mine, huh? I'm gonna read your mind. Just like blow her brains out or something. I don't know. I want him to just go butt wild all of a sudden. I want him to see that. I just want him to do something crazy. I want him to like level an entire like village or something. Just wink over there and just explodes. I want to see some crazy crap. I want to see this progenitor. You know, this is the Juubi here, and Obito controlling this whole power, this monster's power, and I want to just see that monster come out. You know, I don't know. I want to see that next chapter. That'll be cool if that would be the case, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm just getting hyped for no reason. But I'm looking forward to seeing what the next chapter holds for us, though. So leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of this week's Naruto chapter. Like this review. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Naruto reviews. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmaster, and until then, break out.